so busy with your new job and wife, but I just wanted to tell you that I miss you and really hope that we can get together soon. Call me back whenever you can. I love you.
The answering machine clicked off. I was never much of a family person since the divorce. My parents split when I was 11, and ever since then I've slowly pushed my dad out of my life. I honestly can't remember the last time I talked to him. I know he made an effort to stay in my life, but my young grief-filled self denied that. A year after I got that voicemail, my mom called me. She told me that my dad had a stroke and passed away that morning. At first, I felt nothing. Then a while later it came to me. My dad called to spend time with his son, even a day, and I shut him out. Now I understand that the man who raised me, who tucked me in at night, who helped me with my homework, who loved me, is gone. Why didn't I pick up the damn phone? Two weeks ago I'd thrown away all of my diaries, years worth of writing. The bins had been collected, the diaries wouldn't be found. I'd sold what furniture and electronics people would buy, left the money in an envelope, everything else was boxed up. I'd made the house spotless. I took my car along the coast. I wanted to drive that way one last time. I rolled down the window. The salty wind in my face felt wonderful, and I laughed in spite of myself. The laughter kept bubbling out, and I realized how light I felt, how free. For the first time in such a long time, I stopped about halfway along the wide bridge over the cove. Sitting on the rail, my laughter dried up and the tears came. A car door slammed. A stranger came to the rail. He told me, "I was once where you are now." "What stopped you?" I wanted to know. "I made a friend." He sat with me for about an hour silently, while I cried, on and off. Finally, he said, "Come on, let's go for a coffee," and started towards his car. I hopped down and looked at him a moment, before sliding into the passenger seat. He shut the door after me and I realized that the interior door handle had been forcibly removed. There was a handcuff dangling from a piece of the metal frame. He grinned at me from his seat, and reached to close the cuff over my wrist. As I thought of the suicide note I'd left with my neatly boxed belongings, what blinding panic threatened to swallow me whole. Jamie awoke with a start. The sudden clap of thunder had shaken him from his deep sleep. He looked out his window at the violent storm blowing madly outside. He was just about to turn over and go back to sleep when his bedroom door creaked open. A small girl in a purple Hello Kitty nightie. She clutched a stuffed puppy toy tightly. "Doggy," she whimpered. The nasty thunder woke me up. She seemed very upset, close to tears even. "It's okay, princess," Jamie responded sleepily. "It woke me too. Don't worry though, it won't hurt you." "But Daddy, I'm scared." "Floppy is scared too," the small child gestured to her toy puppy. "Can we stay here with you? Just for tonight. We won't be no trouble. Honest." "All right, come here, you little mouse," Jamie sighed. The girl climbed into the bed, and the two began to hug. Jamie ignored the fact his daughter had died 7 years ago.